What is up? How's everybody doing? Welcome to RossonARI TV. How is everybody doing today? We're going to be talking about AC Milan v Bologna, our reactions, our thoughts on the game, about the Serie A. It was a really great Serie A day, I would say. A little bit anticlimactic with how Milan played, even though they got the 3 points. But Serie A this weekend was action packed. It was a really good Serie A weekend. We still have a few more games left. We have a Lazio game left, I believe. I think a few more games still need to be played. But Milan does get the 3 points, so I'm sure many people are happy about that. It was.
Of course, we're gonna win the World Cup now.
That's right. We're winning the World Cup. We're winning the Oscars. We're winning the Emmys. We're winning the Nobel Peace Prize. By the way, what's up, Nathan? How you doing, bruv?
Doing all right.
All
I'm
right.
glad I no longer sound like I'm coming from the underworld.
That's right. We fixed it. We fixed it. But aside from the typical Allegri ball that we all expect, like if people were expecting to see Milan play champagne football, you're crazy. This is Allegri ball. It's exactly what we saw
Thank you.
today. It is like a snooze fest. But Allegri is his motto is this: results don't give a fuck about your feelings. And he really doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care how the team plays. All he cares about is getting those 3 points. All right. What's up, Abdi? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm not too bad.
Nice. Let me get to the chats before we get started here. Fahadino. What up, bruv? What's up? I didn't even bother watching the game. You didn't miss much, AJ. It was a very. I mean, we as Milan fans want to see Milan play with vigor, with great level football, but you're just not going to get that from Allegri. We just have to be content with the results. That's it. Allegri, Forza Allegri striptease. Yeah. What is it? Game day 3? Was today game day 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. It took him 3 days to get to the striptease. That's a record. Forza Milan Joel. 6 points. Wizoo. How you doing, bro? Hi. Ciao. Come stiamo? Time better spent watching cartoons. For real. These refs are against us. Questionable decision always go Inter, Juve, even effing Roma's way. Yeah, we're definitely going to be talking about that incident that happened in the box with Nkunku. Very controversial, I would say. Very controversial. The subs changed the game. I hope Allegri... Nah, he's not going to look at that. He's going to continue doing exactly what he's doing, bruv. I think Allegri likes to start that way and then the last 30 minutes open up the game. I don't know, but it's never going to change, dude. This guy was born square and he will die square. There's nothing that can ever change Allegri. But I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. All right, guys, let's get into the game. Forza Allegri, stripping. Amir, what's up, bro? Those few minutes from Nkunku, damn. Nkunku, a lot of quality, for sure. For sure, a lot of quality. 50% for Nkunku over Santi. Poor game from... Man, Santi had a shit game today, dude. Holy
He's always
moly.
having a bad game, though. He's
This
just
is
not a good player.
Nah,
This
he's
is
just
the
low on
worst one I've seen.
confidence.
This is the worst one I've seen. So
He's
far.
just not a good. He's just not a good player.
Like, he's just low on confidence, really, because
He's
that
just
last
not a
chance
good
that
player.
he had. Now that last chance that he had, where he went around the goalkeeper and hit the post, tells you that's a guy that has no confidence. Because any other day, Santi Jimenez
He's had no confidence in joining the team.
no, look, for Mexico, look what he did. He scored an absolute banger. Then when he comes here for
Bro,
some
stop it.
reason,
No,
Listen,
stop it. Abdi, I live in Houston where it's like 99% Hispanic people and no one talks well about Santi.
no, this weekend, I mean, he scored last weekend, he scored a good goal for Mexico, a banger. But it's like he's just
I
low on
mean,
confidence.
every striker is bound to have something nice at some point, but
listen,
we can't wait
listen.
for at some point.
I'm not going to say he's a shit player.
I am.
Okay, fine. But today he had a shit performance. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about it.
100%. It just looked like the San Siro swallowed him up, like the occasion just swallowed him up. and he just, he caved in because God knows how he missed that last chance. I genuinely don't know how he hit the bar.
But I don't even think that was the worst part of his performance. I mean, actually, like he kind of got in a good position there. He got a good
Yeah.
run. He went around the keeper. The shot was just him, like too much emotion. Too much
Exactly.
emotion. But
Okay.
forget that moment. Take
Yeah.
away that moment and just look at all the other plays. His touches were poor the whole game. Every time the ball came to him,
Mm.
the ball just was allergic to him. It would like he can't today. Every touch was a bad touch, and just a bad performance. Just a really bad performance. I don't know if this is him every time, but today it was really bad. Like I give him
Yeah.
a four
It,
out
it,
of 10.
it was horrible. I mean, the thing is, he got the chances and he didn't finish. Okay, he didn't. His touches were horrible, but more so, he got the chances and he didn't finish a single one of them. That's the main problem today with Santi Jimenez.
Yeah, but listen, bruv. It's not just about the chances. You're still a football player and you have a
Yeah.
role. You're
Yeah,
still there. You're supposed to hold up. You're supposed to link up. You're supposed to be dangerous. It just was not his day today. I'm not going to be on the side of this guy is done. There's no more of him. Like he's not Milan worthy. But today, maybe one of the worst performances I've seen from a striker in a long time.
It just looked like he knows that Nkunku is going to get fit. Liao's coming back. Pulisic is getting there as well. Like he knows that his time is going to be a little bit limited. So maybe his head was completely gone out of it because he knows that quality is coming back. So yeah, that could also play a factor.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is too is
Yeah.
we have players right now with Modric and hopefully Allegri understands Ricci needs to be playing, but with Modric, Ricci, Pulisic, we actually have the creative players to put him in on goal, as we saw,
Yeah.
That's true.
and he's like it's not even a case of lack of supply because if we couldn't supply him chances, then I would say, you know what, we
Yeah.
really can't judge him too much because he's not getting any service, but he is
Mhm.
getting service, so we can't give that excuse to him.
And I want to say this. This is something that I have noticed about him. He's not a hard worker.
No, he's not.
And that can be a problem in Serie A, especially for Italian coaches. Italian coaches don't like that. Italian coaches want their strikers to be hard workers.
At least
Uh,
move
Mm.
around, like
yeah.
in Kunku, like obviously, we've talked about him a couple years ago, but he's just more mobile and he's more interactive with the team. And I think that's what Milan needs. I think Milan needs total team performance over just
Yeah.
having one,
Yeah.
one solid person.
I mean, just look at the recent games that I've been watching. I've been watching every game, but I just look at the recent performances from Italy, Retegui and Keane. How much work those guys do off the ball. They're just fucking chasing. They're running. They're always a nuisance. And Osimhen is like that. Osimhen is that kind of player. Haaland is that kind of player. These guys are always
Mhm.
a nuisance. Santi is not doing that. Anyway, let's not spend the whole freaking thing talking about Santi. Let's go to
Yeah.
the next guy, Ricci. Joel says
Ooh.
Ricci needs to be starting, so we
Yeah.
One
can
hundred
talk about
percent.
Ricci and Fofana because Ricci came in for
Yeah.
Fofana, right? Okay,
Yes.
listen. I'm not a huge fan of Fofana, but also
Mm.
today, bad performance from Fofana. Like I've seen him do better, but today really poor from Fofana. I'm really poor.
And I think it also doesn't help guys like Fofana when Ricci comes in, and then you see just how much better he actually is.
Exactly.
And so it makes his because it maybe his performance might not have looked too bad if someone else of lesser quality came in, but you see the massive difference that Ricci provides when he comes in.
Yeah, definitely more quality, more control, more creativity, just better footballing. I think
Yep.
Allegri is leaning more on Fofana because Fofana is just more physical, is more a heavier player, and maybe Allegri just he's always looking at the defensive side before the offensive side, but I don't know if that's. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I would play Ricci
Look,
and Modric double pivot at this point.
look, Fofana has been rubbish all 3 match days. All he does is shoot outside of the box, waste valuable possession. He gets dispossessed a lot. Isn't even good defensively. Is not fast. I don't know what benefit he genuinely is, because he will win the ball back and then 2 seconds later he will make a miss pass. So I don't understand the benefit. Richie came on today and was on job. He was dribbling. I've never seen Richie dribble like that. The shot from outside the box, amazing. He did what Fofana couldn't do for majority of the game. So Allegri, I don't know what he's doing. It's clear as day. Richie is levels to Fofana. But I just don't understand. I cannot understand Allegri's logic sometimes, but it is what it is.
And Allegri did have some good words for Ricci in his press conference. He said that he's seen him even physically get bigger. He said he's even said his legs are looking bigger. He's starting to look like a top player. But the reason why Allegri is putting Fofana, RLC, and all these guys before him now that I think about it, is he said it in the press conference. It's because these guys have more international experience. Essentially, that's the reason why.
What?
Then Loftus Cheek, who hasn't even been playing for England.
Well, I mean, he played for Chelsea, won the Champions League with Chelsea. I think that's what he's referring to.
Look, Loftus-Cheek. Okay, look, Loftus-Cheek tonight was good. Let's be honest. He was dribbling. He was good. He was driving well with the ball. He was all right. Fofana was garbage. You don't have to, because he was putting RLC as a second striker. Essentially, he was basically playing as a striker tonight, and Ricci doesn't play that position. So I cannot wrap my head around Allegri's logic sometimes.
Yeah, listen, I think all fans agree that Ricci should be the starter here.
Yes.
I think everyone in the world agrees except for one person, the only person that matters. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Is that Paul?
Paul, my God. What are we going to do about Paul? What are we going to do about Paul, bro? What are we going to do about Paul?
I don't know, but that was pretty funny. But I don't know. Although I'd rather have Paul out there than Jimenez, if that counts for anything.
Really? You think
Yeah,
so?
I'd rather have the grocery bagger out there than Jimenez.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about one of our newest players that joined the team and had his full 90-minute debut, one of Allegri's favorite players of all time. What did you guys think of Rabiot today?
He was playing out of position. I don't know why he was playing so far left, almost like a left winger.
Because you had Fofana and whatchamacallit in the middle. I mean, he didn't
wasn't
do
playing
bad
as a
though.
winger. He was not playing as a winger though.
It was more like a left center mid. How about that?
Yeah. He wasn't going all the way down the wing and putting it.
We can agree on that, right, Abdi? Left center mid.
Yeah, you can say so. But it's like he was just so far left. I was just like, what is this?
Defensively was far left, but once he had the ball, he had freedom to roam. But he wasn't playing look, yeah, he's forced to be more on that side because that's where his position. But he wasn't like going down the wing and trying to be a winger.
Yeah,
No, that's why we said left center mid. And
yeah, I mean, he was not bad. Rabiot, nothing special either. He's an all right addition, better than Fofana. So it was like, there's not much to say about Rabiot. You know what you're going to pretty much get with him, I think.
Yeah. Amir says 7 out of 10 was good, not the greatest, but he did good. It was a normal performance, I would say, a regular performance, like the usual Rabiot.
Like how it should be.
Right. It's not like sometimes Rabiot is going to decide, at least he has decided games with Juve, remember? But even with Juve, most of the time, it's just a normal player. It's not like a world beater kind of guy. Rabiot was fine from the start. The game, Bologna kept fouling him. He was a problem. Lab Gorilla says Rabiot better than Musa. Yeah, agreed. Ricci better than Fofana. Yeah, agreed. De Winter better than Pavlic. I don't know about that yet. Modric better than everyone. Yes. Okay, let's talk about Modric, guys. Grandpa to the
Wow.
rescue.
Wow.
Yay. He is definitely above everybody else. He's a
Yeah.
class, maybe even 2 classes above everybody else.
Man, I'm about to say
Yeah.
it's. I mean, but we know it's Modric though. I mean,
Yeah.
regardless, he's a Ballon d'Or player, so it's like
Yeah, 6
this
times
is
Champions League winner.
yeah,
6
this is
times.
it's really not surprising. We know what he can do,
Yeah.
I think
and
I was.
like many said, it's
Mm,
1 game a week. So I mean, he should be able to do this.
yeah. I mean, most I think what I was shocked about with Modric was his defensive work rate tonight. Like he was really good, even defensively.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he was just a
He's
full
carrying
package.
the
I
team.
can't believe it.
He
Yeah, I
carried the
can't
team.
believe it. I just can't wrap my
What do
head
you
around
mean you
how a
can't believe
40 year
it?
old.
What do you mean you
right.
can't
Did
believe
you
it?
did you not watch Madrid at all?
No, I understand, but it's like
Well,
how
what
can
do
a
you think?
40-year-old no, like how can a 40-year-old just walk into the team at AC Milan
Because,
and just be the
and I'll
best
be
player right
honest,
away?
He's healthy. He's
it's because
healthy.
he's
He's fit.
Croatian, bro. He's Croatian. Like
Yeah.
the Croatian, if there's one thing you can say, these guys work hard all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Croatians have a great mentality.
yeah, they have a great mentality. So it's really not surprising that he's just a workhorse.
Listen. This is the only questions we had about Modric was how is
mhm,
his fitness so far.
yeah.
His fitness is good, and
So,
if his fitness is good, this is what you expect from Modric. This is
Yeah,
exactly what you expect from Modric. He's
yeah.
carrying the team, and he's making the plays. He scores the goals. He is the heart and the brain of the whole operation. But I want to say it's sad as fuck. I know. I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but it is sad. It is sad that we are reliant
yeah,
on a guy that is going to retire next year. I mean, it was similar with Ibra, but I think it was a little bit different. This time it's a little bit more so. But whatever. Listen, I'm happy that Modric is here. He's the only shining bright light out of all of this crap. So, yeah, big performance from Modric. What do we give him? A 10 out of 10 or what?
10 out of
Yeah,
10.
yeah. He didn't. Did he even make a mispass even once?
Yeah, a
I don't
few.
think
Yeah,
so.
I do remember a few, yeah.
Okay.
But they're not important. It's just the overall game that matters, right? I mean, I do remember one where he tried to send the Loftus-Cheek to goal and he got intercepted. But I don't even care about that. Doesn't even matter. Like, of course,
Think-
no one. Only Tijani Reindeers is going to have a perfect game on the ball. That's it.
Mm,
His first game, he joined the team late. Come on, Rabiot was good. He won many duels. He was okay. I mean, okay, fine. Yeah, listen, no worries. Okay, so yeah, Modric, obviously top guy. Let's talk about what
I
happened
think
to Manyan. What happened to Manyan? Again?
I don't even know. Just a random calf injury. I don't even remember like if it was like from a clearance or like a save and like that. I just remember them stopping the play because he was on the ground. And then when he was walking down the steps, he literally had to hold the glass, like like the glass railing or whatever, in order
yeah.
to actually get down the steps. Like he's hurt for real.
All right, so let's ask this question, okay? So now we saw in the past that if Manyan gets injured, usually precedent says these are long-lasting injuries. And
Yep.
during that period, Milan has always suffered greatly. Do you guys think this can possibly happen again?
It could. It could. I mean, I've never seen a goalkeeper as injury prone as Manyan is. He always gets injured around this time. And then remember, we used to have Tatarusyan or whatever. They used to just come in and have stinkers every week. So it's like, this is nothing new for us. He always gets injured around this time.
Now we just need to hope the other secondary keeper can break his leg so Toriani can play. I 100% wish that. I 100% wish that, and I do not feel
No.
bad about it.
I mean,
I don't
I don't know
think
why he doesn't do it.
was he even he was look, he had a silly mistake in the beginning, Manyan, but he wasn't tested that much, was he? Right?
No, Bologna was horrible.
Yeah, Bologna didn't really test And that is a positive thing that you have to say about Allegri. Is Allegri, okay, you sacrifice the beauty of the game by putting two double-decker buses in front of the goal, and it's hard to score when you have two double-decker buses in front of the goal. So, there's always the pros and cons to Allegri. That's one of the pros. You don't get scored on much, which is the most important statistic in Serie A. So, people can look at it from a positive angle from that perspective. I am curious to see what this Milan looks like against maybe, I don't know, a more offensive team. Even though Bologna is pretty good offensively. I mean, all right, so I guess no rating for Mike Magnan or the other guy, Terracciano. Didn't really see much from him. What about the defenders? What do you guys have to say about the defense? Tomori, Pavlovic, De Winter, and Gabbia.
Pavlovic got injured, so I mean, I don't know if you can go with that, but
Pavlovic got injured?
Yeah, that's why he came out.
Oh.
De Winter didn't do. He looked calmer. He certainly looked calmer than Pavlovic.
He looks like he is not. He didn't look all jittery and shit. Yeah, I agree. But I want to relax with De Winter. Okay, let's see what this guy's all about because
of course. Gabbia, Captain Gabbia, was very solid.
Yeah,
as you would expect.
Gabbia solid as always. I think Tomori today was actually pretty underrated. Apart from the stupid yellow card that he got, I think he actually played good. He played a really sick pass to Jimenez. And I think he was solid all night. I think Tomori was probably the standout tonight.
I actually disagree. I think Gabbia was a more standout defender.
No. I mean, look, Gabbia is easily our best defender by far. He's the most consistent. He's been solid all 3 games. But I think tonight, just attacking-wise, I feel like Tomori tonight was pretty good.
You said attacking-wise?
Yeah, attacking-wise, he was playing good passes. He played a really good pass to Jimenez, which he should have scored. Apart from the yellow card, look, Tomori, he played well, man. I think today he
did do good. I'm not saying he'd play bad or anything.
Let me see what they rated the players on SofaScore.
I feel like Gabbia, you know what you're going to get with Gabbia. He's always top.
Luka Modric got the highest rating, of course. No surprise there. Tomori got a 7.3. Gabbia got a 6.9. Wow.
Yeah.
Salamakers got a 7.1.
Oh, Salamakers.
So Tomori, it is an interesting position, this one that Tomori plays. Like we're seeing him participate in the offensive maneuver more than we ever had because of the position. Sometimes he has to overlap the wing back, so he becomes essentially a fullback. He did put in a really nice cross for Santi. Santi's touch was the touch of a grocery bagger. So what are you going to do? You guys want to know who I was impressed with? On the other side? Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the Bologna players, then we'll go back to Milan players. Fabian, good performance from Fabian. I'm liking how this kid is growing. Cambiaghi, good. Lukumi, I like how Lukumi holds the ball in defense. Lukumi is an interesting player. If you want to get a defender that can hold the ball, I think Lukumi is a good one to look at. But, those players, Orsolini was always a menace. Those players did good. I thought those players did good. All right. So, let's keep on going here. Second half, I wouldn't give credit to the defense just because we didn't face a strong attacking team. Let's see how we play against Juve, Inter, Napoli, then we can see the difference. Well, Fahadinho, but this is the same team that beat us last year,
Yeah.
I mean, I think the difference is that this time we have 5 defenders plus 4 midfielders all stacked up in front of the goal.
Yep.
It's just harder to score on this. When last year, Milan played this football where everybody was in the opposition's half, and we would just get our asses penetrated in counterattacks the whole time. It was much easier to score against us last year.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I genuinely feel when Liao comes back, Pulisic is at full fitness. Nkunku is fully fit. Allegri ball will be in full effect. Like he won't have to tell Liao or Pulisic or Nkunku much. He'll just tell them, listen, I want goals. I want effectiveness. Just break on the counter. Then we will see Allegri ball at its finest.
And the first half where the Allegri ball was so apparent.
Yeah.
Leao would have been perfect for that first half. It was just a perfect half for Leao because we were getting squashed in our own half. You send Leao in a counterattack, then the dynamics of the game change a lot. Not having Leao today made the game really boring. But if Leao was on the pitch, I think it would have been a very different game.
100%.
It was a perfectly set up game for those kind of Leao runs where he's got lots of space.
I'm really intrigued for his return, man. I feel like this is going to be a good season.
Lukaku aggressive. I was worried he might injure Nkunku. All right, let's talk about Nkunku, a player that we all liked a long time ago, that we all wanted to see at AC Milan, but then he had a nightmare kind of season at Chelsea, 2 of them, I think.
Yeah.
But now he's here with us right away. A menace. And we can segue also into the penalty. So right away, dangerous, nice ball from Pulisic, nice through ball Pulisic. He had his second nice through ball from Pulisic, and then Nkunku protecting the ball. All right, so what do we want to talk about, the penalty or Nkunku? Nathan?
The penalty.
All right, the penalty.
I think you guys know where I stand on this. I've been saying this for years now. These referees have been robbing us. Yes, he dived on the second, foul. However, the first foul where he chests it down, shields the ball, and gets ran through behind, and the guy doesn't make any attempt for the ball, and somehow, some way, the referees and their retarded selves decide to focus on the foul when that was what happened secondary to what happened first when he got fouled. I don't understand VAR. Guy, please tell me. My brain couldn't comprehend. They have to be some sort of retarded, because when they sent him to the VAR, I thought they were going to play the full clip of him getting hit down by whoever that defender was, and then getting he dived for the second one. I thought they were going to replay the first, but no, they decide intentionally to play the one where he dives.
Oh, well, we disagree here, because I'm pretty sure the first contact was definitely not a foul. The last contact was a foul. In my opinion.
No, Roy. Roy. When Nkunku first got the chip ball into the box, the defender 100% went through the back of his leg. And if this is anywhere else on the field, that's a foul for sure.
Wait, I don't remember seeing that.
Yes. And Nkunku, when they first chipped the ball to Nkunku and he got intox, the defender completely went through the back of him. 100%.
The defender did what?
Went through the back of him.
That's not. I wouldn't consider that a foul.
What?
But you have to because the defender did not. You have to actually.
He didn't get any of the ball. I mean, he literally need him in his hamstring.
You can say Nkunku just was shielding the ball and then he fell.
No. The guy's leg went through the back of his leg for sure.
I didn't see that.
That's 100% what happened. And I don't call penalties unless I really feel like it's a penalty. That definitely, he definitely went through the back of him. Now the second part, Nkunku dived when he was like crawling around on the ground. He does. Yeah. That was a dive 100%. But the first contact was a foul.
I'm totally the opposite. I thought the first one was not a foul. The second one might have been a foul. That's the way I saw it.
When he was already on diving? Like he was literally already on the ground crawling.
I thought Fruler put in the leg and tripped him.
How when he's already
And
crawling
he
on
was
the
already on the
ground?
floor. Like
He
the
wasn't on the
contact was
ground.
minimal.
He
Look,
was literally
Okay,
crawling on the
okay.
ground.
We'll have to agree to disagree on this one. It's fine. But I thought the penalty was probably there, but just for different reasons. But they didn't even look at that moment you guys are talking about. They weren't even looking at
yeah,
that one.
Exactly. That's the problem.
I don't understand what VAR do sometimes. It just hurts, and it's like even there was one on Richie when he shot the ball, and the guy it literally ricochets off his hand 2-3 times. They don't put down a pen. Pulisic nutmegs a guy. He literally pushes him, and somehow it's not a penalty. It just goes on and on against Cremonese. We should have had a penalty as well on Fofana. These referees are just brainless, and they just keep on doing
Okay,
it on
well,
purpose. They've been doing. I'm telling you, they've been doing it for so long. Last season, that's why we missed out on top 4. And I'm never gonna stop
we missed
preaching
out on
this.
top 4
What?
because we
What?
suck.
Yes,
What? Because of the
because
penalty?
of their
Because of the
cheating
refs?
antics.
Oh
Missed
my
out on
god!
top 4
Hey
because we
guys,
suck.
everybody in the audience, I apologize that you have to hear this nonsense. I apologize to everybody in the
Nah, nah, nah,
audience.
nah, nah, nah. I can't with these refs. They just do my head in week after week. I'm just seeing some sort of nonsense, and it's just what the guy he literally chests it down. He shields the ball. That guy came in and just clattered him in the back. Didn't get a single bit of the ball. Clatters into him, and somehow that's not a penalty. But then they want to look at the second one where he dives. What kind of logic is that? And then when he goes to the screen, they intentionally, on purpose, play the second clip and not the first clip.
Stop saying that shit. It's so dumb, dude.
Yeah,
No.
Abby, you sound desperate.
Listen, they
What?
might have made a mistake. They might have interpreted wrong. But to say that there's this intentionality and that there's a
Yes,
conspiracy
there
theory
is, man. You've seen the
is
outrage on the group chat. It's corruption. It's nonsense.
what?
No, the
These
only
ref-
outrage is
Oh
you
my
and
god!
and the grocery bagger, Paul. Like,
no,
listen, we
no.
agree with the first contact. We agree with the first contact on Nkunku. That should have been it. But after that, there was no the other penalties. No, 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 no. There was
So,
nothing
so
else.
Richie, so Richie shooting it and the ball ricocheting off the defender's hand 3
Wait,
times is not a
you
penalty.
mean you mean when the defender blocked the ball with his foot and it
Yep,
happened to go underneath him and hit his arm? That's never a penalty, bro.
yep. And it
Never.
ricochets off his hand 2-3
It
times.
doesn't. It
Not
doesn't
even
matter.
once.
I
It
have
doesn't matter.
seen.
The first contact is with. Look, they've already gone over this rule a trillion times. If the ball deflects off of your foot or off of your leg and then hits your arm, they're not going to give it a penalty. Like,
Uh,
I've seen those given though. I have seen those given before.
no, no, no. You've seen you
Or similar to, similar
in the
to.
age of VAR
Yeah, in the age of
we
VAR.
have
Yeah.
not no 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 we have not seen it where the guy blocks it with his foot and then it comes and hits their hand.
yeah,
I've
If
actually,
def-
you
you know what?
have,
You know what?
if
You're
you
right.
have,
You're right on that one.
I've
please
definitely
point me
seen
to
it.
the game, and
I
I will
don't
go
know.
back and look at it, and I will admit if I'm wrong.
I don't know, but I'm sure I've seen not exactly the same, but similar situations.
There's been similar situations probably. And look, the one on Pulisic where he nutmegs the guy and he
That's
literally
not a foul.
2 hands
That's not a
No,
foul.
pushes him on the floor.
stop
That's
it,
not a
Abdi. He
foul.
Oh
did it.
my goodness, man.
He literally tripped, bro.
But
No, he
Pulisic
did
Like,
not
knew
trip.
Pulisic knew that the ball was too far from him, so he went on the ground.
It was
Abdi, you
goodness
know this is a
gracious.
contact sport, right? Like
Yeah, but
you
that
understand
sort of
that.
contact in the box is just nonsense.
Mm,
Okay, so wait,
there's gonna be
was Tomori was supposed to get a red card against Chelsea when he just touched Mason Mount in the back and he somehow got straight red? Was that red?
no. There
That
are
wasn't
things
e-
that are
that wasn't
right.
a
There's
foul to me. That was not a foul.
exactly
Okay then.
not all contact is a foul. That's what we're saying.
See, it's just the inconsistency that I hate.
Anyway, look. There was controversial calls tonight with the penalties. I wouldn't put the Pulisic one in that category, but I would definitely put the Nkunku one for sure. And maybe if you want to talk about the Lukumi, the Lukumi one where Richie took the shot, but of course the Nkunku one. So listen, yeah, controversial situation with penalties. It is what it is. It didn't affect the result. We won, so it doesn't matter. So let's talk about Nkunku. What are your guys' thoughts of Nkunku, and how do you think he's going to be used from now on?
I think he'll take over Santi. I think we'll play with like a false nine playmaker type thing. And if it was up to me, um, I would 100% be using Pulisic and Nkunku and Liao as like a trident.
Yeah, so I saw what you said. You would play a 3-4-2 with Salamakers, Ricci, Modric in the middle, and Estupinian on the other side, and
Or
have a
Rabiot.
trio of that. You know what? If we had Gasperini as a coach, you'd probably see that. But since we have Allegri as a coach, I don't think you'll ever see that.
Yeah.
Okay, but Nkunku right away showed some good stuff, good touches. I would put him. I don't know. I mean,
I wouldn't risk
think
him.
I would put him over Santi. I think I would.
100%, he should start over Santi. However, we do know with Nkunku, he is, susceptible to getting injured. So I think coming off the bench for now, in maybe the 70th minute, 60th minute, should suffice for Nkunku
And
at the
listen,
moment.
listen.
I
it's
agree
not,
with that.
and
I
it's not
agree
a
with
bad
that.
and it's not a bad strategy. It's not a bad strategy because if you
Until
can
he gets the full fitness, yeah.
because if you can keep the score sheet 0-0 and do the double decker bus in front of goal, then 20 minutes to the end of the game, you bring in these guys that can break defenses and can break the game. It's not a bad strategy. It's not a
Yeah.
bad strategy. I mean, it is a strategist, and it can work for sure. All right, guys. So let's move on to this question here. What did you guys think of Estupinian's performance and the winter? So let me go first. As far as the winter goes, not enough for me to really give you a good assessment. Estupinian is a player that is just a normal wing back.
Yeah.
He had some decent moments. He had some not so decent moments. I think defensively he struggled a little bit with Orsolini. Orsolini kind of had his number on that side. But as a player, I'm just shocked that people thought that this guy was going to be better than Theo Hernandez. Whoever said that, brah, what is going on with you?
Well,
But
we have some slow people in this fan base.
But look, he's a regular, normal, average role player that can have good games, but can also have bad games. But really, sometimes he can have super good games, but that's going to be very rare. For the most part, he's just a regular, normal player. That's my assessment with him. What about you guys?
I mean, look, compare Salamaca's performance to Estupinian's today.
We didn't even get the salad makers either.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to Salamaca's, but just look, compare the two tonight. There's a clear difference in quality. Estupinian just isn't it for me. Maybe he might come good, but I mean, when he's getting beaten one-on-one by Orsolini,
He did get an early yellow too.
Most wingbacks get beaten by Orsolini in Italy.
No, yeah, sort of, but he didn't deal with him well, and he got an early yellow card, which was so stupid. I think he's reckless. I still can't believe Theo Hernandez is gone. It just doesn't feel real. Yeah, I mean, he's just an average. I don't have much to say about Estupinian.
What about you, Nathan?
No, it's the same. I got the same opinion. He's just a very normal player. Definitely should not be the starter for sure. But that's really all we have.
Like
I
if you're
personally
building
would try.
Sorry, go ahead.
I personally would try Bart Desagi, but I think we're gonna have to wait until he gets like a suspension or something to see Bart out there.
Yeah.
Look, if you're building a winning Scudetto team, you're not going to get Estupinian. Let's be real here. I know he's a Milan player, and we all need to support Milan players, but let's also be real. Like, we are Milan, and let's not forget that we are Milan. And if you want to build, and we as Milan have the obligation to always be a team that is striving to be the best, not only in Italy but in Europe. And if that's who you are, and you get Estupinian, you're not living up to your obligations as Milan. And no offense to the player, I've got nothing against him, but it's just the truth. All right, talking about a wingback that has been on fire, Salamakers.
Wow.
Yeah, Salamakers is always good, man. I've always loved this player. I love his attitude. I love his performances. Wing
Yep.
back is perfect for him. There couldn't
Yep.
be a better position than wing back for this player.
Yep.
Today, his play was very good. He was very patient. He waited. He did his moves, and then he passed the ball at the right spot.
Yep.
That's what, and he decided the game. Today's Salamakers, this
Yep.
was probably more decisive than Modric was as far as that goal.
Yes.
But also, let's not forget something. That goal came from a very stupid play that Bologna did in the middle of the park where they messed up a 1-2. So Bologna has a little bit of guilt there. But good on Milan to exploit. I think, I don't remember who won the ball back. I believe it was, I can't remember who it was. But when the ball went to Salamakers did a beautiful play. He waited, and then perfect pass. Great performance for Salamakers all around.
Yep.
What do you guys think?
Baller, absolute baller. I can't stress enough. I genuinely feel that Salamakers has world-class ability, and for me personally, I do.
Let's calm down with the
No.
world class ability stuff, bro.
I say it's world-class ability. He's not a world-class player. He can get there, but the
That makes
ability is right there.
literally zero sense.
How does how?
Because if you have world ability, then you're a world class player by definition.
No, not necessarily.
Yes,
Not all
yes,
potential.
necessarily.
No. Not all potential is there because Lamine Yamal could have not even come through Barcelona, and he would never be there. But he would have had world class ability.
No.
So
You can say a potential because
yes, okay, it's
you
a
have
potential.
lots of crafty players in all divisions of any league, but you're not going to say just because they're crafty that they have world class ability. You can get potential.
Salamakers, you can put him on the left, you can put him on the right, you can put him even as a number 10. He's just a full package, Salamakers. I love the way he plays. His dribbling is just second to none. Absolute baller. He doesn't need pace to beat a man one-on-one. He will just beat him with pure tech.
I mean, he's really not slow, to be honest. I mean, he's
No,
average speed, which is
but
what most people are in Europe is average speed. So
yeah, exactly. Like, look,
along with his skill, and he does have good dribbling. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
he should be able to beat his man.
Exactly. Look, Salamakers, he is amazing. I think him and Modric have been our best players since coming here. He's just a top player. I
Yeah,
have nothing
I
but
would
absolute
agree
praise for
with that
Salamakers.
statement that him and Modric so far in these first 3 games have
Yeah.
been our best performance. I do agree with that. But to say he's world class, let's hang on. Let's chill out. Let's chill out, bro.
He can
Because
get
then,
them.
because then what is world class? I mean,
Exactly.
is Messi world class?
No anymore.
Messi, well, but Messi won 8 Ballon d'Ors, but Modric 6 Champions Leagues. Like, world class has to be given to players that have a certain pedigree that backs that word.
No. I mean, world class, like right now, is like Lamine Yamal, for example, like a top 5 player in his position.
Yeah, I mean, Lamal won the Euro by himself.
Yeah, like
pretty
Lamine
much.
Yamal is world class. Mohamed Salah is world class. Dembele is world class. Like, do you get the gist?
Yeah, I listen. I respect that. I think he's great. I
Yeah.
love Salamakers. I've always loved him. I've always loved him since when he joined the team.
Yeah.
I've always thought he put in a lot of heart. I think his heart is world class. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. But yeah, very happy with Salamakers. I'm very happy that they kept him. And these fucking
Yeah.
idiots running the club were about to.
You know,
let him go.
Fulani was just licking his lips at the thoughts of him getting loaned out again and picking up a couple of
course.
millions. Oh, what a rat he is. Giving Salamakers to Bologna. He pulled out at Bologna, went to Roma, pulled out at Roma. Oh, he's just... Oh, man, Salamakers. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing, man.
And by the way, those experiences did him well. I would
100%.
say.
Kind of like with Gabi going to Spain, that really helped him his one-on-one defending.
Yeah, definitely.
Wait, I'm pretty sure, Nathan, you didn't like Salamakers for a time. I
Nope.
mean, I heard from
Nope.
Hans
Nope.
in the
Nope.
group
Nope.
chat
Nope.
that
So
he
you
used to
no here. How
defend.
about you? No. 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 We're gonna go. Let me give you the chronological order of how I feel
We're
about
about to close
Salamakers.
soon. Okay.
All
No,
right.
this is gonna be real. This is gonna be real quick.
Yeah.
Go.
I wanted a winger who was more offensive. Okay. Then I
Yeah.
said, you know what? What I think Salamakers should be is a closer. Is that fair?
A closer. What
And
does that mean?
But
a
as a wing
closer,
back, as a wing
yes.
back,
But
it's
we weren't
different.
playing with wingbacks at the
Right.
time. So
We were playing with a right winger essentially. But as a wing back, I think there's no better position than Salamakers. Like as a
yeah.
wing back, right?
But
If you were to play him as in a 4-3-3, then you can make that argument. I think. But as
right,
a
which
wing back,
is
I don't. I think it was like he's the best there is for us there.
right. And at the time we were playing 4-2-3-1, and
Right.
he wasn't at starting. He wasn't really offering anything. But when he came on as a sub, he allowed us to close the game out because he doesn't really make too many mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, guys, everybody, please click the like button and do all that good stuff. Antonio is not here. I don't know who you're talking about, Carlos. I'm not sure if you're referring to. I don't know who you're referring to, but Antonio's not here. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you, Fahadinho. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Teo would thrive in a wingback formation. Oh yes, Teo would thrive in
Yeah.
this formation. So
I mean-
man, if we had Teo and Leao in this formation, bro, forget it.
I mean, guys, we don't actually play like a traditional 3-5-2. I don't think if you guys have seen, like, we actually play. Well, tonight specifically, we played a more of a 4-4-2 in
No.
possession,
No.
where
in possession,
Tamori
in
goes
possession.
right back and Estupinian plays left back. Rabiot was essentially a left winger sort of, and you had Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Jimenez as the two strikers. I don't know if you've seen, and like even the week prior, like we were playing a 4-3-3 on the ball. So I don't know.
Yeah, on the ball, they shift for sure. They shift the shape. They shift the shape. Yeah. Listen, guys, I do have to close.
Yeah.
So we only have a few minutes left. So let's leave the last thought on where. Oh, Allegri, red card, Allegri. Strip
The red
keys.
part of Allegri. The red district.
Hey, Allegri
Uh,
kills me with that one. He's hilarious.
All right.
But you know
let's
the
leave-
fans love that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, the fans were. Oh, by the way, guys, how boring is that stadium without the Curva Sur?
Oh
My
man.
God, it's so it makes
Sounds
you go
like
to
a
sleep.
like a typical American sports game.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. It's so like
lifeless.
where's the songs? Where's the animation? Anyway, guys, let's finish it with this question here. Guys, all in all, how do you see the team in the next games, and could this be a benchmark? No, I'll go first. Benchmark match? No, absolutely
no.
not. We have the benchmark matches are going to come in March and April. Like
Well,
that's-
no,
think so?
don't we play Napoli at the end of the month? Or no?
Yeah,
but,
Or
but,
am I
but
wrong?
that's still fairly early. Like the matches that we do in April and March are the ones that are going to decide how we finish the season.
You think so?
Of course, that's where you decide. That's where each season
Actually,
gets
yeah.
decided.
Yeah.
The last quarter of the season is where you figure where you finish the season. It's too early for a benchmark a match,
Yeah.
in my opinion. This was a typical Allegri win.
God damn.
But we won matches with freaking Conceição and Fonseca too last year. So let's see. Let me put it that way. Let's see. One thing that is definitely different, that there is absolutely no doubt about, is this. That Allegri, as far as man management and locker room management and the way he prepares a season, a million times better than those frauds we had last year. Those fucking frauds, Conceição and Fonseca, frauds. So, and then as far as Allegri's care for defense, not getting scored on, which is the most important statistic in Italy, big difference. Those two guys didn't even know that fucking existed. So, definitely there's a upgrade there. And that's the upgrade. The coach is the upgrade, not the players. The coach is the upgrade. So, we'll see. We'll see because we've also seen Allegri shoot the bed with a lot with really good rosters. How do you see the team in the next games? For me, the same. It's going to be more or less the same shit. All right, guys, you give me your answers, then let's close.
Look, I think with this season, there's no reason why we shouldn't win the league one game a week with Allegri, with the depth that we have. We should be competing for a title this season because when Juve and Inter are playing in Champions League, we will be sitting down on the couch relaxing like Napoli were last season. So we have no reason to not go for the title. I think our team is more than capable. And listen, let's hope
hold on.
Allegri...
Let me stop you here, right here. And I really do have to go. You saw this performance today, and you think we can win the title?
Well, no. I think, look, the games against Juve, against Inter, against Roma, when it gets tough and we're like a goal down or 2 goals down and we need to dig deep, that is when we're going to see what we're made of.
All right. Okay.
Probably in January, I think in January is where you see the separation and you see who is going to be competing and who isn't. So by January, maybe December, as early as December, you'll see if we're fighting for the league or not.
Yeah, maybe. I think I overrated Lazio. Did Lazio play today?
Yeah, they lost to Sassuolo.
Yeah.
Oh, they lost to Sassuolo.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think we'll see. We will see. I think they have a good roster and a good coach. I don't think they can win the Scudetto, but I do think that they will have their say in the top 4, and we will see. Again, let's wait until March and April to really see whether our predictions were right or wrong. Okay, Nathan, last word.
Well, I mean, I guess good job getting the 3 points. Not much else can be said. I mean, we played against Bologna. We didn't really look too good.
Como winning the Scudetto. All right, okay. Okay, guys, so Kawar asked to join. Sorry, Kawar, but I have to close. That's why I'm not putting up the link. I put it in the chat. I put in the chat, Kawar, don't show up 55 minutes after I go live, and you showed up exactly 55 minutes after I went live. But anyway, guys, thank you, everybody. It is 3 points. We can celebrate the 3 points. Fuck Redbird, fuck Furlani, fuck all those assholes, and don't buy that yellow disgusting shirt.
Oh my Lord.
But
we could be on that for another hour. Why are we the home team wearing this yellow shirt?
Yeah, do not buy that disgusting yellow shirt. But Forza Milan, 3 points, we'll take it. All right, guys, thank you very much. Peace out.
See ya.
Bye.